There is something about this Modern Warfare 4 footage that I honestly wasn't expecting. We just got an extended look at what could be one of the opening missions of the campaign, taking place right before North Korea launches its massive attack. And at first glance, it might seem like nothing major happens here. No huge firefight, no crazy plot twist, no Captain Price moment. But I actually think that's exactly why this scene matters. Because for the first time, Modern Warfare 4 is giving us a proper introduction to the new generation of characters. We've spent years with Praise, Ghost, Soap, Gaz, Graves, Laswell, and the rest of the Modern Warfare 4 cast. These are characters we already understand. We know their personalities, their history, and what they've been through. But this new Marine unit, we know absolutely nothing about them, and that makes the scene like this incredibly important. We get to spend time with Lieutenant West, Sergeant J, Park, Dan, and the rest of the squad before everything completely falls apart. They're joking around, they're annoying each other, they're talking trash. They are making references that actually feel like something a group of young soldiers will say when they're around each other for a while. And honestly, that was probably my favorite part of this entire teaser. There's a sense that these guys are actually familiar to each other. It doesn't feel like five characters standing around waiting for the next objective marker. It feels like a group of people who have spent enough time together to develop their own personalities. And that could become incredibly important later, because we already know what's coming. North Korea is about to attack. These guys are walking into a situation they probably never imagined would happen. One minute they are worrying about food, joking around and messing with each other. The next minute, they could be fighting for their lives. And that's why I think Modern Warfare 4 has a huge opportunity. If Infinity Ward handles this correctly, we could actually watch this squad change throughout the campaign. At the beginning, they are young, confident, and comfortable. They haven't experienced the full reality of war yet. But once the invasion begins, that changes everything. They're going to see civilians caught in the middle. They are going to lose people. They are going to experience situations they never prepared for. And suddenly, all those jokes and casual conversations from this scene are going to mean something completely different. That's how you make players care about characters. You don't introduce somebody 5 minutes before killing them and expect the audience to be devastated. You give us time with them first. Let us understand who they are. Let us watch them laugh. Let us watch them argue. Let us see their relationships develop. Then, when something happens to one of them, it actually hurts. And there's already one detail that has me suspicious. Lieutenant West. We see him prominently here and he immediately feels like one of the important members of the squad. But in some of the other footages we've seen, his presence seems noticeably absent. Now, obviously that doesn't automatically mean he's going to die. But Call of Duty has taught us to pay attention whenever a character suddenly disappears from promotional footage. It could mean nothing, or it could mean Infinity Ward is quietly setting up a major moment later in the campaign. And if West ends up being the leader who doesn't make it through the war, that could completely change the dynamic of this squad. Someone else would have to step up, and suddenly the people we've just met aren't simply trying to survive anymore. They are trying to figure out how to lead. Another thing I really liked was the age difference between these characters and the older Modern Warfare cast. Price, Ghost, Soap, and Laswell have years of experience behind them. These new Marines feel much younger. They are part of a completely different generation. Even the way they talk gives you that impression. You get the modern slang, the ridiculous jokes, and the constant trash talk. And strangely enough, I think that makes the world feel more believable. It also helps separate these characters from the veterans we've already spent 3 games with. They are not supposed to be another version of Price. They are supposed to be their own thing. And that brings me to something I've been saying for a while. Modern Warfare 4 has a chance to build an entirely new squad inside an already established universe. That's a difficult thing to pull off. Players already have emotional attachments to the classic characters, So introducing an entirely new group and convincing us to care about them is a massive challenge. But after seeing this scene, I'm definitely more interested than I was before, especially because the Korean side of the campaign has received far less attention than everything surrounding Price, Task Force 141, Makarov, Valeria, and Graves. We've spent so much time talking about those characters that it's easy to forget there's another major story developing here. And now we are finally getting a proper look at it. The Korean setting is different, the characters are different, the conflict is different, and honestly, that's refreshing. I've always been someone who cares much more about the Call of Duty campaign than the multiplayer or Warzone side of things. Give me a great 7, 8, 9 hour campaign with memorable characters and a story worth talking about, and I'm happy. That's what made the older Modern Warfare games so memorable. It wasn't just the explosion, it was the characters. It was the moments between the missions. I was watching these soldiers experience things that changed them permanently, and that's exactly what I'm hoping Modern Warfare 4 does with this new squad, because right now they're just a bunch of young Marines joking around before everything goes to hell. But by the end of this campaign, they could be completely different people. And honestly, that's what makes me interested. We are meeting these characters before the war begins. We don't know this, who survives, we don't know who breaks, we don't know who becomes a leader, and we don't know who Infinity Ward is going to make us care about before taking them away. For a campaign-focused player, that's exactly the kind of setup I want. Modern Warfare 4 has been taking the story in directions I wasn't expecting, and this footage has only made me more curious about where Infinity Ward is going with it. The invasion, the new Korean leadership, this Marine unit, Price and Task Force 141. There are a lot of moving pieces right now, and if Infinity Ward can connect all of those pieces properly, we could be looking at one of the most interesting Modern Warfare campaigns we've had in years. For now though, I'm just glad we are finally getting to know these characters, because before the war starts, they are just soldiers joking around with their friends. Soon enough, they're going to find out exactly what war looks like. And I have a feeling that by the time this campaign ends, we're going to remember this little conversation very differently. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and feedback in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one.